Does having a blog affect your ministry? Does it affect the way you write or think, knowing that there is an outlet for your ideas other than sermons, articles, and books? Let me read it again because it seems complicated. Does having a blog affect your ministry? Well, the answer to that is clearly yes, but let me see what this adds to it. Does it affect the way you write or think, knowing that there's an outlet beyond sermons, articles, and books? Well, it affects my ministry in that knowing that the blog is there at Desiring God and that I'm invited to write for it all I want, I'm aware that that's there, and therefore as thoughts come into my mind, when I used to think I'll turn this into a star article or I'll file it away for a later sermon illustration or whatever, I now have an immediate outlet for it if I want to. So yes, it has the effect of offering another way besides the weekly star article in our weekly newsletter. It has the immediate sense that I could take 15 minutes or half an hour or 5 minutes and write down this new insight that I got from my devotions this morning and send it off to Abraham, and he would tweak it, consider it, and line it up and maybe use it. So yes, that's there. Now, does it affect the way I write, knowing that that's there? Abraham has persuaded me. Abraham's the content manager for the blog and the website, that long is not good for a blog. I think he's right about that. There's some people who do write very long blogs, but I don't tend to read them, and most people don't. And so the effect it would have, if this is a complicated, longish thing, I'll just rule it out. I'll write it as a taste and see or a star article, or save it up for something, or maybe put it in my journal and just say this is never going to see the light of day until I write a book or something. So when I'm thinking blog, I'm thinking try to get it on one screen if you can, just because I doubt that people who are cruising through have a lot of time on their hands. So blogs, in my judgment of the usefulness, is that they're like a taste, like you snack between meals on something healthy or not, and I would just like it to be really, really healthy and nourishing. And because I've got this little book here that this is my 300-year-old blog. This is Samuel Rutherford, and I brought it along this morning just because I thought I might get to show it. It's called The Loveliness of Christ, and I only mention it because of the function that snacks have. So there it is. It's that long. That's a snack right there. I open this up and I read that. That takes me 30 seconds or so to read this, but they're usually so good I linger on it for a minute or two. And it says things like, it is a foul way, but a fair home. The Christian life is a foul way, but a fair home. Now, that only takes 2 seconds to say, and it changes my day. It changes the way I think about my troubles in my family or in my church. It is a foul way, but a fair home. If I could do that for somebody on a blog, if I could say a sentence or two from the Word of God with words that hit home, and they could walk away from that and enter the pain of their marriage with that nugget, I would feel like I have invested 15 minutes well. So, yeah, it has an effect.